Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As the current time of 4:03 p.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum currently $2,003, about 6.50% so far. First, just want to say happy Monday, everybody. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. I just came home. I had a great lunch with one of my Patreon members. He actually visited from out of state, quite far away from the opposite side of the country, technically. And I'm really full. I had hot pot despite it's like a relatively warm. I get pre-summer time. We're still in spring, obviously, but it's a relatively warm day in New York City. And as I came home, we market closed about 3 minutes ago, and I was looking into the market today. Obviously, we are having that typical anticipatory pressure. Basically hedging the fact that tomorrow the Fed's not the Fed's meeting, but the Jerome, which AKA is the Fed, if in a way, if you kind of think about it. He's going to be debuting alongside with Wall Street Journals in the conference, or like a virtual speech, if you may, on the future of inflation. So obviously he will be laying out what's the plan going forward. Are we going to be raising the interest rates from 50 basis point to 75 basis point, or even more severely to 100 basis point, right? Seems like, with respect to just look at the media spectrum as across today, and also if you've been observing for the last couple of weeks so far, a lot of economists are foreshadowing a higher rate, by fourfolds, from 25 basis point to 100 basis point, can be logical. And many actually wish that Jerome, or the Fed again, right, was to be a little bit more proactive early on, or be a little bit more upfront, rather than taking the kind of reactionary, taking kind of day by day kind of cadence, that every single time it seems like whenever there's a FOMC meeting, we kind of sell off from there. But we have like a slight relief rally, but subsequently just kind of reverse back down. So it's been just kind of like a long drag of painfulness. And obviously with this, would you rather, to, get a very, very execution level type of pain, or would you rather have a long elongated type of like a water chamber torture type of, like the Chinese water torture type of, I guess, torture, or type of pain in comparison, right? Hopefully you get my drift. I'm kind of, maybe I ate too much. My brain's a little bit foggy at the moment, so apologies. So I'm gonna keep drinking my coffee to make sure that I'm staying, sustain my mental clarity, and I'm speaking coherently. So, and apologies for the background noise in the back. Someone's like drilling some stuff in my backyard for some reason. So it's such a mess at the moment. So let's just dive right into the technical without wasting more time, right? We know that the speech is going to be debuting at 2 p.m. on the Eastern Time tomorrow. So technically, we have like about less than 24 hours away. So let's just dive right into it with respect to recording time of 4:06 p.m. on the Eastern Time. Right now, you could see that clearly we are at the next level, right? The 2000, which is, a technical level, in a substantive level, but it somehow coincides with the flat numbers, right? And this is logical. Every flat number that is monumental, like 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, these are all technical consolidated level that are substantive, not just flat numbers like the 50s, right? So right now, where we're going, right? It seems like the propensity of the trend is still relatively bearish with the 31 out of 70. And also at the MACD, we are also kind of dipping downwards right now, not showing some signs of major bullishness, right? And with respect to what's the propensity of actually going down further, I think the lowest we could get back down to will be somewhere around 1700 over again if we have really negative news tomorrow, combined with negative outlook being supplemented by the corporate earnings. We have three corporate earnings that are relatively substantive that all have ties to the consumer retail sector, like with respect to Walmart, Home Depot. So that would give us some flavor with respect to, are we aligned on the CPI index that we have foreshadowed the last month, or are we gonna be seeing more optimism from the management team going forward, right? So we'll see how that goes, because ultimately, if they provide negative guidance, that will technically give us even more evidentiary support onto depicting a recessionary outlook for U.S. economy going forward, right? And respect to Bitcoin, we are down about 5.6%, 29,500 at the moment. We are at 32 out of 70, curving down at the moment. Oh, excuse me. I have some like peppercorn. I had some really hot pot earlier today, and I think I have something stuck in my throat. And it's like kind of lingering, kind of tickly, if you may. So, right now for Bitcoin, we are in between levels as well. Just lingering below the 30,500. Obviously, we're like $1,000 below it, trading on a flat number, not really at a technical level at the moment. And where do we go down to ideally if we break this current level, right? Somewhere around 28 would be the first level. And ideally, if we break it, we will go all the way back down to 25,000, which is the next technical level based on the current setup. In respect to Ethereum Classic, we're down about 6.5% as well. Anywhere from basically current level down to 15 is logical. Like, do we see like going down all the way to below 15? I'll say based on the current setup at 34 out of 70 right now would be unlikely, because of the fact that that's highly submerged. Unless it's like there's something fundamentally wrong about this one, right? In respect to Dogecoin, down about 6% as well, going down all the way from current level all the way to 8 cents is logical. Do we see 6 cents again? I think that will be kind of a stretch because it's a flash crash, knowing the fact that we're relatively oversold already. But anywhere from current level down is still logical to hold on for long term, right? Cardano, I would say anywhere from basically current level all the way down to 50 would be logical, or 45 if you may. All the flat numbers, because it broke through all the prior technical support levels. In respect to Solana, down about 5%. We are lingering around 49 right now. At the moment, let me check the RSI to make sure. We are at the 31 out of 70, still bearish. The trends are still not pointing upward yet. So ideally coming down to midway, maybe somewhere around 40 to 37, logical to DCA from the current level down. And XRP down about 4%, anywhere from current level down to 37, logical to DCA. Polkadot's down about 8% so far. We broke through the previous level of 11, right? Obviously, we're lingering around. If you round it up, it's 11, I guess. But if we go down, we have a propensity to go back down to $8 or $9. You know, $9 all the way to $8.50 logically. And in respect to Algorand's, also basically at 50 cents right now, going down to somewhere around 40 cents is logical from here at the 36 out of 70. Shiba Inu down about 8% so far. We're in between levels again, right? So 2100 is the first level, 1400 is the next level, and then 900, right? So we're in between levels right now. And with respect to MATIC, down about 9% so far, 68 cents right now. Anywhere from basically current level all the way down to 58 is logical. AVAX down about 10%, $32. Anywhere from current level all the way down to 28 was logical. Do we see 22 again? I think this is a relatively high stretch, knowing the fact that we're highly submerged. But AVAX and some of the other altcoins, like, you know, they don't have the best reputations at the moment because of the recent Luna, complete collapse incident that scared a lot of people away onto investing into altcoin. So a lot of people are fleeing, to the more stable coins, if you may, with respect to Bitcoin. Even though it's not really a stable coin per se, it's just a more well-known coin, but it's still in the crypto assets, which is highly risky, still in the infancy stage in terms of the macro adoption so far. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful in terms of my technical analysis, and apologies for the hiccups again. It's been a long day, and to my meetings earlier today actually went well, so I was relatively happy. But I tend to like heighten myself up and exhaust my energy to the point that I feel depleted, so I'm try to balance out a little bit. But I did have a good weekend. I hope you guys had a good one as well. And let's stay focused and let's stay together on to see more volatility ahead in the next 48 hours. Appreciate you. Have a good rest of the day, and I look out for the next one. Take care.